also there's something so iconic about being part of the first, fairy tale ever told by Disney. It's the first, long animated movie ever to be released, and to be able to do the evil queen.
So, here's the deal. Disney's in a bit of a pickle right now. It's like they're running around like chickens with their heads cut off, all because of Bob Iger's little cost-cutting plan. This plan is basically throwing a wrench into everything Disney's got going on, from Marvel to Lucasfilm, and even those live-action remakes they're working on, all feeling the pinch. Take Snow White, 2025, for example. That's the most expensive one they're doing, and it's already got them in a bit of a bind. Disney bosses are scrambling to put it all back together, and you can almost hear the panic in the boardroom.
People have been coming after me and the company for years, and it's just, I don't get distracted by those things.
Let's talk about Bob Iger for a minute. He's a bit of a politician, He'll say anything to keep everyone happy. Shareholders, fans, the whole lot. But lately, his actions have been raising a lot of eyebrows. People are starting to wonder if Disney's really in good hands with him at the helm. Now, there's been a lot of buzz around the new live-action Snow White, and let's be honest, that teaser trailer, a total disaster. We're talking millions of dislikes. If that's not a clear message from the audience, I don't know what is. People aren't buying Disney's new woke spin on the classic tale.
Well, audiences have responded in their droves. In fact, the trailer has broken records. More than 1 million people have disliked it on YouTube, making it one of the most hated previews in cinematic history.
But here's the thing. It's not just the trailer that's causing problems. Disney's troubles run deeper than just bad press and negative reactions. In fact, things are about to get even messier. They're already losing tons of money, and it's just getting started. And you know what's even more interesting? The actress playing Snow White, Rachel Zegler, has been caught in the middle of a whole boycott. It's a mess.
The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Yeah. Weird.
And as if that isn't enough, the stakes are even higher for Disney. They are putting a lot of money into this Snow White movie. And I mean a lot. But a lot of people, even families, are saying they don't want anything to do with it. Disney's in a tough spot right now. Bob Iger, their CEO, is trying to cut costs, and it's causing a lot of problems. One of the biggest issues is the upcoming Snow White live-action remake. The movie's already losing money, and the actress playing Snow White, Rachel Zegler, has been involved in a lot of drama. It seems that Zegler has been arguing with the director, writer, and marketing team. They've been blaming fans for boycotting the movie, calling them sexist. But the problem goes deeper than that. The new Snow White movie is going to be different from the 1937 classic version, and a lot of people aren't happy about it.
You were bringing a modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that
She's not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
And it doesn't stop there. Rachel Zegler's response to the backlash is only adding fuel to the fire. The actress playing Snow White is blaming others for the ongoing boycott of the movie. She's pointing fingers at people like Gal Gadot and those who edited the trailer. But the boycott has had a serious impact. Disney has been forced to cancel thousands of Snow White products. Imagine, like toys, clothes, and other merchandise. It's a huge loss for the company. This is a much bigger deal than what happened with the Acolyte series, where only a few episodes were canceled. Now, the impact of that canceled merchandise is a huge blow, with losses estimated at around $20 million, and that's just scratching the surface. This movie is already a financial disaster for Bob Iger and the people in charge. They're even planning to reshoot parts of it in the next couple of months.
I just get to pinch myself every day because I am the biggest Disney fan that I know. Whether it comes to parks, the movies, Pixar, Disney Plus, all the Disney Channel shows, I've been obsessed my whole life. So I feel very, very blessed to be playing Snow White so much.
But Rachel Zegler isn't just sitting around. She is also desperate to fix the situation with the Snow White boycott. She's gathering her team, including her agent and manager, to try and reinstate the canceled merchandise and resolve the entire mess. But it's not going well. In addition to the merchandise issue, Zegler is also considering legal action. This comes after Bob Iger decided to fire her from other projects. The boycott has gone viral, and the teaser trailer for Snow White has been a complete disaster. It's clear that the film is not selling well, and Zegler's legal stance is a direct response to Iger's actions.
If I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
The Snow White boycott has had a devastating impact on the film's promotion. Not only have live events been canceled, but even pre-recorded TV appearances that Zegler was scheduled to do have been scrapped. It's a clear sign of the growing backlash against the film, and it's putting Disney in a very difficult position. Unfortunately, the fallout doesn't end with canceled appearances. Disney has also been forced to reshoot parts of the movie. The canceled presentations were supposed to be a key part of the marketing campaign and generate excitement. However, the boycott has made that impossible. Now Disney is scrambling to salvage the situation. They're planning to reshoot parts of the movie in December, but it's a risky move. The additional costs and delays could further damage the film's prospects. It's a major setback for Bob Iger and the Disney executives.
A few weeks back, you might remember Disney's new Snow White hit. The headlines for getting rid of 7 dwarfs and replacing them with average-sized magical creatures.
The Snow White boycott is a major crisis for Disney. It's so powerful that the company has been forced to cancel millions of dollars worth of merchandise and even presentations by Rachel Zegler. This is a similar situation to what happened with The Acolyte. But there's even more drama. Rachel Zegler is reportedly blaming Gal Gadot for how the trailer was edited. Apparently, Gal had some pull with the director and marketing team, and Zegler wasn't too happy about it. This disagreement is said to be a key factor behind the boycott, which is being driven by the general public, especially families who grew up with the 1937 classic.
These are roles made for actors of my stature. I can't go out for the Harrison Ford or the George Clooney roles because that's not for me.
Right.
And now it's taken away. I don't feel that's right.
This whole situation is a clear example of how poorly the movie is being promoted. Rachel Zegler's actions on social media have been a major PR disaster for Snow White. She's combined real-world events with the film's promotion, creating nothing but a lot of chaos. It's just the latest in a string of difficult behavior from her. Disney has a history of breaking records, but this time, it's for all the wrong reasons. The Snow White boycott is a major crisis for the company, and it's a nightmare for Bob Iger.
You've said to me that you would love to be just out of the culture wars. Do you feel like you're succeeding in that?
Well, I think, yes. I mean, I think the noise has sort of quieted down. I've been preaching this for a long time at the company before I left and since I came back, that our #1 goal is to entertain.
Bob Iger is scheduled to step down as CEO of Disney in 2026. When he leaves, he'll be leaving the company in a much worse state than when he returned to save it. Disney is going to need to hire a new CEO, and I think it's going to be a disaster. I believe the new CEO will be even worse than Iger. They'll probably be more focused on diversity and inclusion, and that's not going to be good news for fans. A lot of people are already leaving franchises like Star Wars and Marvel because of these issues. The new CEO is likely to continue these policies, and it could lead to even more fans abandoning Disney.
Disney wants to make more woke films that tank at the box office. They are more than welcome to do that, but maybe think of an original idea. Maybe not destroy a classic from my childhood and put an actress in there that not only hates the plot and the storyline of the movie she's in, but also seemingly hates Snow White, the character herself. I mean,
Snow White 2025 is a cultural and financial disaster. The film's performance is raising serious questions about Disney's ability to navigate the modern entertainment industry. Fans, critics, and industry insiders alike are all asking the same question. Are Disney's glory days over? Disney is making desperate moves to try and salvage the situation. They're trying to win back fans, but it's a difficult task. The company could have saved themselves a lot of embarrassment by canceling the project. Locking the film up in a vault would have allowed them to avoid the negative publicity and financial losses. It's a missed opportunity to preserve what's left of their reputation.